Hello, everybody. Johnny Bravo here. Sorry, this is my first attempt at a whole different format. Trying to help y'all make more money on your gigs and be able to have your rider lists satisfied. Um, every Sunday morning from 11 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to show all the production notes and cover lists and set lists and all the little minutia and the paperwork that successful cover band artists need to be aware of so that they can make more money and get more stuff from the bar manager, who is the ultimate decision maker. Now, I've been on both sides of the bar, so I hope you guys will get some good information out of this. All right. Now, you'll see this is the rabbit hole that is presented to me by Twitch. It drives me crazy. You know, I'm no Alice in Wonderland here. Obviously, listen to the voice. Uh, what I want is for y'all to not see this box, which I guess I would have to minimize, but then I would lose all control of. See, I don't know what I'm going to see. I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys see. By the way, before I waste my time, let's say hello to the bots. Oh, Kitten Rescue is here. All right, far out. Hey, Kitten, how's it going? Let's just type a little hello to the bots. Now, mind you, this is from the perspective of a 57-year-old man who did not grow up with a device in his hand, and I'm experientially learning how to pull this off because I've got a vision for memorial to the three most significant deaths uh, that impacted me in 2020. And that was the death of both my parents, one day short of 6 months apart, and then the passing of Neil Peart, RIP, the professor, RIP, you did enough. You can rest, sir. Thank you so much. Um, all right. I'm apparently my only viewer, but how do you get to Carnegie Hall? And by the way, shout out to Matt Scurfield, uh, fantastic drummer. Look him up on YouTube. This guy is the best online teacher of how to drum by utilizing every available uh, bit of technology in order to put out a product that at least maybe one part will catch a person's eye and then keep them there, and that person will be able to grow by starting to pay attention to how Matt works, and with the tablature on the bottom, sometimes showing the videos. I mean, the production value is fantastic. I aspire to have this channel look almost as good as his. So let's get into it. All right. Once again, I don't know what you're seeing. What you should be seeing is this box gone, my wallpaper, right? This is the screen of my crappy laptop that can barely handle the job to do this. And yes, I do have to buy another one. and I will as soon as I can. Uh, and then down here in this corner, you would see me live. So, hey, bots, frickin' tell me how to do it, because I'll be damned if I can find it anywhere on Twitch on how to do that. I've seen everybody else do it, and I just can't figure it out. So, do me a favor, cut me some slack. All right, let's get into it. So, what is the main job of cover band in the eyes of the bar manager, who is the person that's going to cut your check? I'll tell you. It's called liquor sales, right? You remember when, if any of y'all did your own uh, promoting, you know, put together a professional packet, you know, nice stationery, go to freaking Office Depot, spend the money, because you'll get it back tenfold if you do things classy all the time, right? That's how you build a following of an audience, because the only way you're going to consistently raise the liquor sales average between you and the other 50 bands that are trying to get that gig, you've got to be able to prove to that bar manager that you can do it. And that bar manager is going to ask you, where's the last place you played? And the reason why he's going to do that is the first thing he's going to do when you walk out of the door is he's going to pick up the phone. He's going to call the bar manager where you said you just played, and he's going to just say this: what were the numbers for you got, you know, the name of your cover band? And the other bar manager is going to just, if he's got the computer open or whatever, you know, ready to roll, he's just going to spit out a percentage. And that's the increase. Let's say you play on a Saturday night, okay? So they have all the numbers for the past year. So what they'll do is they'll look at every Saturday and they will get an average, right? Simple math, simple statistics. So what they do is they then look at the numbers that were sold the night that you gigged, and then they'll say either an increase of X amount percent or a decrease. And if it's a decrease, you better get back into your house and spend the next 3 weeks practicing your asses off, and your fingers should bleed every freaking day. Because if you can't meet the average, then you're in the wrong business. You either don't know how to play well, or you don't know how to put on a show. And by the way, every gig is 50% the music, 50% the show. Any of you musicians out there who basically stand still and don't put on a show, you're a musician. You are not a performer or an artist, because all performers and artists want to share themselves to the society in which they live. You get it? All right. So based on the numbers, you know, let's say you've got a decent 6% increase over the average. Okay, that bar manager is going to give you a shot, right? I don't know what circuit you're working, where you're at in the United States. Um, I'm a veteran of the West Coast of Florida circuits, and I grew up since the age of 15 in the hospitality industry, so there's very little I don't know about it because I actually lived it. That's called experiential learning, and it's the absolutely best way for one to learn. Anywho, so You get your 6%. Maybe you get, a Friday and a Saturday night, and then a Sunday matinee if the venue is set up for that. Okay? So, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. That's number one. Number two, there's an old saying that used to be quite the mantra in this country until the certain generations who grew up with participation trophies given to them when they only put in 50% of their capacity into something. And by the way, half-ass work gets half-ass results always. You get that? Old wives' tales are true because so many old women have noticed that it happens over and over and over and over and over ad nauseum. All right? So the idiom was, you'll have to excuse me, I get record skips in my brain. For those of you who have ever owned a record player and played vinyl, pretend that you accidentally bumped into the table that it was on. That's what happens in my brain every so often. And that's because I lived a very hard, yet very fun life. I do suffer from alcohol dementia. And unfortunately, I recently found out that I have early adult onset dementia as well. So I can be going nice and straight line on something, and then all of a sudden it's boom, the record skip. And for a half a second, I don't know where I am or what I was saying, or even that I'm sitting here streaming to you guys. And by the way, yes, I'm still here. Okay, that's me going up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Rabbit hole, rabbit hole, rabbit hole, rabbit hole. Mirror, 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 mirror on the wall. All right. Just don't make me sit here and freaking hold this thing and move it around so you think I'm still here. Believe me, I want you guys to see me right here. I've got the webcam pointing right at me. I know it's working. I know this Twitch Studio Beta recognizes it, yet I've pressed every freaking button. I've tried every freaking setting, this and that, blah, 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 and I can't figure out how to do it. It's freaking ridiculous. Do I have to go with OBS and then not be able to do the alerts? Because it would be wouldn't it be a third-party program? By the way, I'm on a computer, not a phone. A program and an app are nothing similar. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but they're not as similar as you think. A program is on a computer, an application is on a phone. And do yourself a favor, if you have both, get on your computer and open up any website, right? Go to their direct website, do a Google search for whatever you want, right? And randomly pick one. Now, do the same thing on your phone, download the app that's going to freaking pop up, and then look at how the content is displayed. It's radically different, number one. Number two, words that are used in programs were bastardized and then used in a different meaning for applications. So a person such as myself, who is fairly highly educated and an avid reader, sees the red herring in that. It's a logical fallacy. Anyway, I'm pontificating. That's right. You know what? I'm just going to sit here and screw around until I see 2 viewers. Because I know right now nobody's actually watching this other than myself. And I can't see myself while I'm live streaming myself. Right? Another logical fallacy. Actually, Einstein is rolling in his fucking grave right now. I feel like I'm on the fucking event horizon here. And I don't know how to get out of it. And I've got to share what I know. And I'm 98% certain that in the next 2 to 3 years, I will not be able to pick up a guitar and play it because my right arm will be a dead piece of meat. At the age of 51, I became the youngest person in America to have a total reverse shoulder replacement. The doctor didn't want to do it, but my rotator cuff was so shredded from the 12 years of beach volleyball that I played that he couldn't put a regular um, fake shoulder in. Instead of ball and socket, I'm now socket and ball. And he told me when he put it in, he said, "This has got a 20-year lifespan max." And by the way, he's the guy that frickin' invented it and is considered one of the top 5 shoulder people on the planet, based out of Tampa, Florida, Orthopedics Institute's Dr. Frankel. Thank you very much, Dr. Frankel. If you had told me that I would never get full range of motion back, I would not have let you replace my shoulder. I would have just dealt with it popping in and out whenever it wanted to, because I could wear, a harness for that instead of having my body fucking cut into. There was no way I was ever going to play volleyball again. I didn't need a high. I was too old for something high speed. 51 years old, who started drinking and smoking dope at the age of 15, and yeah, I'm an alcoholic, and I'm goddamn proud of it because my mother did not raise a quitter. I know it's my demon, and I know how to not listen to it. I am the master of my domain. And no little fucking craving that I could do without, and I've done without for years at certain stretches, like when I was a professional certified athletic trainer for 2 baseball teams, 2 hockey teams, and 1 arena league football team. You think I was getting high and boozing it up there? Well, I didn't booze during work, but I would afterwards. But no, I never ever compromised the 2 oaths that I took. I took the Hippocratic Oath twice. 2 medical degrees, physical therapy assistant and certified athletic trainer. Go to my Facebook page. Name's John, John, Eder, D as in dog, ER. You're welcome to peruse it. Whatever. Because I'm the only one that's here. Well, I'm fucking talking to myself. And by the way, that's considered insanity. So thank you for fucking making me feel like I'm a crazier person than I really am. Twitch. And by the way, anybody out there, if you're easily embarrassed or you become, what's the word? You get offended easily, please do us both a favor. Because now that I've said it, you can't sue me. So just go away and go into your kitchen and go bake some snickerdoodles, okay? Because this ain't the place for that. This is reality. And 90% of you out there don't have a fucking clue. You think you do, but you don't. Now, I'm just going to sit here and fuck around. I'll get up. I'll fucking walk away. I'll do whatever the fuck I want because it's my fucking stream. This is a creative thing. I know my fucking civil rights. And they've been fucked with the past 3 weeks. And I ain't putting up with it. I'm a fucking genius. I'm a fucking Renaissance man. And I've got 2 or 3 years left to share my talents and my gifts to the society in which I live. And if you don't like it that I self-express myself in the healthiest way possible, then you're a fucking dick or bitch and get the fuck off my stream. I was shot and bled for this fucking country. All right, I served. And in fact, earlier I ran into the scene with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson from, you know what I'm talking about. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Yeah, I was that guy. I'm not a colonel, mind you. But yeah, I was the guy on the fucking wall. Then made sure that you had the blanket of freedom to crawl under. Yet you question the way I had to do it. Fuck you. All right, this is pretty cathartic, actually. And yes, I hold a medical marijuana card in the state of Florida, perfectly freaking legal, that I'm sitting here in my legal residence and I'm going to, with my medical degrees, by the way, I didn't like do my own paperwork. You can't do that. Duh. I went to a doctor, got the approval for the card, and lo and behold, next door is the head shop. And then one building south is the dispensary, True Leave. Well done. Excellent planning, the three of you. Great way to make yourselves centralized in order to make it easier for your customers who you are supposed to supply service, because the customer is always right. You guys did it the right way, and that's why I do business with you. And for those of you who don't know what that sound was, that was me enjoying some Mandarin cookies by Roll One, sold by True Leave, and this lovely little 6-inch water bong that I bought at 420 everything for $10, and it's heavy. I have yet to even come close to accidentally spilling it or knocking it over or something like that. The only bad part about it is the bowl receptacle. They use their own glass sleeve and then a regular 14 millimeter bowl, you know, a small one. And that sleeve just couldn't handle it. And I had to get rid of it because it chipped. So I went to the head shop and bought a metal pipe and then kind of jerry-rigged this this setup. And that's cached. And actually that was only a half a hit, so you'll have to excuse me while I reload. I know nobody's watching because I'm looking right there at the viewers and it says 1, and I know that that's me. That Twitch thinks they can fucking fool me like they're fooling you sheep, that there's one more viewer watching you than there really is. Now, if you know that that first watcher is you, kudos. You thought critically, you did your due diligence, and you made an informed guess, and you were correct. Well done. Here, a little bravo from the Bravo. Not going to give you a standing ovation on that. Anywho. See, now, here's what I ran into. First one I did, it's called My First Foray. I had some, excuse me, um, I came up with the 23 songs that defined my life that were quality arrangements and productions and they're not that easy to play, or if there's a slight ease to it, at least it's got such great energy that it's going to when you play it in one of your gigs, you're going to force everybody in that place to get on the goddamn dance floor, sweat their balls off, and buy another drink. Ding, ding, ding. That's how you become a successful gigging cover band artist. It's all about the Benjis, right? I'll tell you how to make the Benjis. I'll tell you how to do a rider list. I used to ask for the craziest shit just to see if they'd do it. And about 85% of the time they did. Because they didn't know that, by the way, when I walked in a suit, you know, with this professional looking promotional package, including a 10-minute demo tape of 10 songs that we covered, 1 minute each, you know, and they faded in and faded out, and I made sure that the key signatures kind of told the story in and of itself for those that are discerning. Look at the key, those that were discerning and understood music theory would look at the letters that were used, and there was a hidden message, what y'all call a fucking Easter egg, right? Not digitally, because this was, you know, well, I guess it is kind of digitally because I did type it on a computer and print on a dot matrix printer. Yeah, way back then, late 80s. And I use 40-pound linen paper. If you're going to do something, do it 100%, 100% of the time. Always spend time thinking critically. At least keep 1% of your brain on critical thinking mode. And before you open your mouth in a very important situation, you better critically think first. Because human beings are not nice people. We've been killing each other since day frickin' one. We'll talk about hubris later. Anyway, I'm going to put a healthy choice steamer bowl of grilled chicken and broccoli in the microwave. And then I'm going to jazz it up because I used to be a sous chef. And make it palatable. So hang out for a little while. I should be back in 6 or 7 minutes. All right. I'd play some music in the background, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that. Although I keep seeing all these DJs fucking do it. Right? What's the difference of somebody spinning a record and me composing my own set list, or playlist rather, on Spotify, which is loaded with publicly available songs? And yeah, I now know, I've been told that those that own the copyrights got paid by Spotify, and then Spotify's got the problem that I'm piggybacking on them. You know, this goes back to the fucking Zapster days. Jesus Christ. All right, I'll be back. See ya, I'm starving. The best laid plans of mice and men. I just remembered. Oh, hold on. Think. Rabbit hole. Um, I just remembered that the typical Sunday poker stream that I do at 5:30 on Sundays, um, today's is a special one, and it starts at 4, which means I'm not going to get a nap in between. And now here I am sitting here wondering where the fucking spoon is. I'm sorry, I shouldn't drop F-bombs when I don't have to. I've got the mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I was going to eat a portion. I would have sworn that I put that spoon down right there, and it ain't there. I hate when that happens. I have always been able to have perfect recall on where things are and exactly what angles they are at. Anybody that would think that they could rifle something of mine And I wouldn't know it in the end just by noticing that you put it back a half a degree off from where it's supposed to be, where it wants to live. You know, the feng shui. Anywho, I got to go get a spoon, okay? Because this is starting to melt now. Because I'm in Florida and it's like 84 degrees already. After a tropical storm and a hurricane. I'm imagining still no one here. Oh, I didn't put the Be Right back on. Carnegie Hall, Carnegie Hall, Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice. I'm still the only one here. Whoops. That's stupid. That fucking cursor should always be there. You guys live in a society that are serotonin junkies for clicking things. If you want to know what that means, I implore you, go to your local library. Do some research. Do your due diligence. And educate yourself so that you are a better contributor to the society in which we live. Okay? Let's see what... I don't even know what... Oh, I get to check out all the emojis that I can use here. Really? That's it? I mean, these crappy ones? Ugh. I follow a few 4 super talented musicians, and I was just introduced to another one last night. I'm still on the fence. Not quite the production value I'm looking for. But what's this? Get them out of here? What's oh, okay? I could see why I would want to use this. See, I don't know what these mean. Like the guy with the hair. What is habitat? What? I don't get it. Here we go, Nikki Tedesco. What? I love you, Nikki. Fucking love you. This is the baddest female bassist I have ever heard. Oh, there she is. She nicked it. Ah, that's classic. Oh, we gotta pay homage, and we gotta do it 3 times. Magic number. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Nikki. God, I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. What's going on? And by the way, y'all, all these people that I follow, you know, I do my due diligence. I go onto their freaking schedule and I sign up for the reminders, and I have yet to ever been fucking minded about any of them. Every single one I've been in was I just accidentally saw it somewhere else. Like I accidentally went to the homepage instead of my fucking channel. I don't want to look at the the content that the intelligentsia says I should watch, which is what that page is all about, including some that are highlighted, paid to be highlighted. I'm not here to make money, although I will. Because once you guys see the second video that I'm going to produce, your minds are going to be fucking blown away. This is going to be MTV quality shit. All right, what others? Thanks, Nikki. God, I can't wait to thank you for that one. What's this? Oh, it's DC. I had a name for him that was an acronym, to make it easier to type, because I didn't know that you'd do the at symbol and then like 2 or 3 of the first letters of the person that you want to shout out to or reply to. So I was manual because I didn't grow up with a fucking device in my hand. I typed it out longhand. And it's a very inefficient way of chatting, which is I hate to do because I can tell you more in 5 seconds than I can type in fucking 2 minutes. Oh, Matt Scurfield, this is the drummer. Yes! Tell me everybody's going to get the opportunity to fucking use these. Look who it is. Look who it is. It's Tommy Lee. We got to throw down 3 Tommy Lees. Come on. Thanks, Matt. Where did I get the ones that I really hope are here? I'll have to figure it out. Let's go back. Okay, so this is who? How do I get rid of this bar? Or how do I make what's this? See, I'm clicking shit. I don't even know what I'm fucking doing. Okay. Hippie habitat. Oh, that's one of the bots. All right. Thanks, Hippie. Yeah, I use that one. Yeah. It's yeah, not yeah. But people pretty much get the idea, right? I'm an expert giffer. I very rarely post a comment anywhere without throwing a GIF down. And it's always entertaining. It makes people laugh, or it makes them fucking think, right? And those are the 2 things that you have to do every day. Actually, 3. You got to think. Spend an hour every day in critical thought. How you could have made yesterday better for yourself and those you love, and how you're going to take those lessons that you just learned and apply them today. An hour. That's all it takes. I mean, shit, start out with 5 minutes. Work your way up to an hour. That's a pretty big commitment. I mean, it's over what is it? 5.6% of the time that, per day. All right, so the bot gave me the yeah. Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah? No, because I want yeah. Oh, see, there aren't 3 periods afterwards, which is the pause. Okay, so I got to stop using that one. I don't like it. Get them out. Okay, that is worth it. That's worth the price of admission right there. The bots. Get them out of here. All right. Yeah, I make myself laugh. Weed Sin? Like weed, like weed? Like Mary Jane weed? I don't know. Hmm. I wrote a song last week. First time I've ever wrote the lyrics of a song in 46 years of practicing my craft. And now I get it. I finally understand how lyricists used the observations that they gained about life either through their eyes or someone else's, and thereby connecting on a subliminal level with their fan base. Hence why I'm the biggest Rush fan on the face of the planet. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to say you're a bigger Rush fan, come over. I'll kick your ass. Or, you know, let's meet somewhere neutral and I'll still kick your ass. What's this shaky guy? Oh, that's the DJ dude. I got to figure out, what did I call him? Is his name DJ Drac? Short? Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, no, that's not possible. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Moose? An electric moose. Classic. Oh, that's Nikki? That was Nikki? Because a bot was doing that to me. All right. And of course, the Spectre bass. Ah, girl. I gotta start using that. Fuck yeah. I wish it wasn't blue though. Hate blue. All right. Good old Matt Scurfield. Overplay. Yeah, oh man, that fucking song last night was insane, brother. The overplay on I don't even remember the name of the song. I think I'd only heard that song once before in my life. I was aware of the band, but I wasn't a fan. I was classically trained, so I didn't listen to the radio. I listened to vinyl records of all the great composers. There was always music on in the house. Always. Now this I went, what is this? Is that supposed to be a cowbell? Oh, it is. Fuck yeah, man. 3 cowbells, sir. Pull it back. Pull what back? Take it a... Oh, come on, Matt. Yeah, that's all right. If it... Oh, now I get it. Okay. So, yeah, I don't profess to have the right to tell anybody what they should think is funny or amusing to them. Who am I? Office drummer. Okay, so that's going to be... The only place I can think I would have run into Office drummer was, I think, at a Matt Scurfield live stream. Now, why would we give him the emojis? I have no idea. Oh, because they suck? They're awful. Although that's entertaining. Of DU? Well, the bastardization of the English language, man. Oh, now I get it. The D is supposed to be, is a representation for a space or a hyphen that you can't use in the title of it. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. See, I was born at night, but not last night. Okay, that's got to go because that's fucking stalking material. I know the perfect person for that. For a second there, I thought that was Homer Simpson. By the way, I'm mostly blind in my right eye, my dominant eye. See, I don't know what the word squatch means. That's just fucking sniglet, isn't it? I don't know who Al is. Yeah, that's no. There ain't a family man on the face of the planet that has hair like that. Come on. Jesus. Okay, the cool cat. Glitch cat. Okay. Okay. Oh, gold. Very good. I wonder, can I somehow move them to a different folder, I guess, and title it the best and make it so that they're the first ones that I can get at when I go clickety click click on that. Fucking sheep. For a second there, I thought that was freaking poker player I used to respect. Is that Bob Ross? Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, I need. Oh, and yeah, I need these up at the top. I can't fucking have them all the way down here. Come on. I mean, these I can. Kapow, that's a good one. Rack Attack. Oh, sugar, sugar. Yeah. In other words, sweet. I would type sweet with 3 exclamation points and then follow it up with that sugar emoji. Wordplay. And salt. For a job poorly done. Pour salt in the wounds. All right. Far out. I think that's Matt. A picture of Matt. Hold on a second. It it is fucking Matt. Okay. Bang. All right, Matt. You're cool, man. Love you. All right. Almost done here. Or almost the halfway point. And now that I'm drinking my ice cream instead of eating it, I'm going to spend a little more time on it instead of looking at emojis. Because nobody's watching. I wonder if I still have any bots. Find out. Ugh, fucking ridiculous. Bot, 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 bot. 4 bots. Speaking of four of something, I saw this insane video. An hour and 10 minutes before I started streaming, so that would have been about 9:50. on a friend of mine's page, or he did a share, which I then tried to do a share, but I never saw it on anything of mine. So, once again, I don't know. This is not easy. So, it was four guys on one classical guitar covering perfectly, mind you, arrangement and everything, Billie Jean by fucking Michael Jackson. As soon as it was over, I immediately broke out in a fucking flop sweat. Thinking, holy shit, what if there are people there today? I took a second shower. Cold. Well, to me, cold. Anything below 70 degrees is cold to me. Good buddy mine lives up in Massachusetts. That motherfucker jumps in wires 54 degrees. It's crazy. Runs 2.2 miles every day. Bless his heart. He a running fool like, what's his name? Forrest Gump. That man needs to be able to run in the sand at a fairly good clip 8 times from Venice Beach to Venice Jetty and back. And I used to sit there, you know, when I wasn't playing, an actual point, you know, eyes wandering shit like that. And me being an ex-combat infantryman, when I see movement, I start looking at it, especially if that movement's coming towards me. And that guy just going, he was a fucking machine. And he's still doing it, not that amount. 2.2 miles a day. Rain or shine, sleet or snow. I think he ran in a hurricane, the nor'easter that happened last year. And he enjoys his bowl of vanilla ice cream with blueberries or peaches every night. What a fucking genius. What better to do than reward yourself with ice cream after a good day's work? You know, work ethic used to mean something in this country. And all you fucking self-entitled pricks and bitches need to grow up. Nobody cares. And what's worse is that you think you are entitled to basically do whatever the fuck you want as long as there's not a law against it, right? You don't get it. You're a fucking monkey, an evolved monkey, excuse me, on a rock that is 93 million miles from a medium-sized star, and that star is one grain of sand in more than all of the beaches on this planet put together. From a cosmic standpoint, you're a fucking sneeze. And so am I. So we all are. Jesus Christ. What makes us think that we're fucking better than anything? I'll tell you what. Lack of a good education. If you're homeschooling your fucking kids, you need to have your freaking face slapped. Because unless you have the fucking credentials to teach in the state in which you live, you don't have the fucking right to teach your children. Let the professionals do it. Excuse me, I'm going to get rid of the empty ice cream because it melted. And instead of one serving, I ate two. So now I won't get to end this evening, unless I go to the store, ice cream with my buddy in Massachusetts, Galen. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Not a sec. Might as well take a, yeah, it's over an hour, so I'm going to take a little bathroom break. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes. So let's make it 12:21, right? Do you get the significance with that number? We'll see. All right. Be right back. Really? I bet nobody's watching. Nope, of course not. Why would they? It's not like I could fucking present myself the way it should look, and then I could start teaching people and helping them become more successful financially. But no, you can't let me play music in the background without copyright infringement horse shit. Fucking Napster. Look at all that fucking paperwork. I mean, this is for this. All this. No, not that one. From here to there. That's the paperwork you gotta do. And it's fucking impeccable. I guarantee it. Look at this. Not a fucking day off all month for the rest of the year. If I'm not streaming or eating or sleeping or my morning ablutions, guess what? I'm practicing because I ain't got much time left. Ah, great pictures. Snowball the cat. Yeah. Of course, the fucking Megadeth bot has lost complete interest in me since I was hornswoggled last Saturday. Not yesterday, the Saturday before. And I was incarcerated in one form or fashion for 5.5 days. And my civil rights were stomped upon. Uh, one of my ribs was separated from my sternum and slightly cracked. And yeah, I can make that assessment because that was my fucking job. I can read x-rays better than radiologists who have to stare at them all fucking day and they don't see anything else. And they go home and they freaking booze it up because their brains and eyes are fried. I mean, I can do the palpation. I know the signs and the symptoms. If it smells like chicken, it tastes like chicken, guess what? It's chicken. That was a really nice guitar to play. I wish I still had it. She's still with me. The Cassia is still with me. Ampeg's still with me. There's the first musical instrument I touched. Right there. Thanks, Mom. 1938 Howard. White spruce soundboard. She hasn't been looked at properly in 30 plus years. A lot of broken strings in the upper register, a few in the mids, and maybe 2 in the lower register. And look, this is how you expand your worldview. You don't hop on a computer, you pick up a book, and you read it at least once. I have read every one of these at least twice. And these are textbooks and medical shit. And yeah. Okay, yeah, those are CDs. Mom was a CD junkie. Uh, I don't know how she didn't have tons of CDs from Columbia House when they first came out. She didn't do that, but I'll tell you what, man, she'd pay full price for the CD, and this is only half of them. Not even. Anybody that orders from Chewy, 2 boxes full, barely able to close. And these are all classics. I mean, those are all James Joyce right there. I don't have to fucking zoom in to read it because I know exactly where they are. I could fucking go get one if they were still in there. This is all ready to be moved because I'm looking for my forever home. Once I find it and get moved in, then we can sell this house, which has to be raised because the foundation has decided to crack under one of the weight-bearing walls, and where I'm sitting is 3 inches lower than the rest of the house. And y'all can, read, obviously. Yeah. Moby Dick. It's fucking Moby Dick. That's a first edition Moby Dick. Oh, I'm sorry. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Beg your pardon. I haven't had the opportunity to peruse any of them in quite some time. I had to box them up over a year ago, and they're still sitting out in the. They're sitting to the. Well, from your perspective, as you're looking at them, to your left, up against the wall. 7 boxes stuffed. And I'm going to take them with me. And when this arm is just a dead piece of meat that I can't control, and that's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years, there's no fixing it. My scapula is going to disintegrate, and there will be nothing to put a fake joint on. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. All right. Close that. Make sure nobody's fucking here. This would be so much more fun if people were watching, because I know I'm entertained. I'm Barnum Bailey and all that shit. That's for damn sure. Oh no, wait a second. My mat things are, oh, there they are. Oh, I didn't do the, hey, sorry, a little late. I forgot that I said I'd be back at 12:21. I came back a little bit earlier because I was bored. And I forgot to turn off the be right back sign. Which, by the way, all I see is be right, and it starts with the T. I don't see the T or the back. I've been on other people's streams, and when they do it, I can read be right back. But from my point of view, I don't see it. Once again, Einstein would roll in his grave if I were capable. Actually, I am. I can see the 8-second delay that I have set up, but I still see the same, this fucking rabbit hole. So, oh, I'm tired. You know what? I gotta play at 4 o'clock. I'm so fucking tired. Eh. All right, I'm gonna call it a day, y'all. Thanks for not showing up. Love you. Bye.